Welcome back. We're learning more about human systems dynamics with Dr. Glenda Eoyang. Glenda, talking again of differences and similarities. Before we move on to how do we pluck them, get them into action, and how do we go back to the next step, that means you never arrive, it's work in progress. I want to understand it's a very interesting thing about the knowledge network that you've established is your knowledge is completely free to share. There is no cost. You are happy to share whatever you glean individually and as a community with the rest of the world?
Yes, because it is so fruitful and so generative. It's been an exciting process. We started the Institute in 2003, and we began with this open source belief that what we learn and what we see should be used by anyone who can touch it. And our models and methods are very simple. Even third graders can use them. They're very simple because we believe that if you're in a complex issue, if things are complicated around you, you don't have time or energy or focus for a complicated tool. So ours are very simple, and yet they go deeply to the dynamics of change. And so as we use those, as we recognize that if we gave them away, we just have two requests. One is that people remember where they came from, cite the source, so that others can find that source as well.
Share credit also.
Share credit.
Okay.
And the second thing is, if they take something, if you take something and use it, and learn something, that it gets fed back into the network. So after 10 years, we have people around the world who are generating new applications and uses of this work. There's one organization right here in Delhi that I believe you're very familiar with, called Prava.
Okay.
And we discovered that the leaders at Prava had run across human systems dynamics about 10 years ago and had found a nugget in it that they had taken as a seed into their work. And so over the last 10 years, they have planted that seed in the need for youth development in India. And they have developed wonderful programs that help youth find themselves and their worlds in new and creative ways. And that has grown out of those early seeds. And I didn't even know it until I came to visit last spring and happened to meet people from Prava and realized that there was this wonderful opportunity. And so now I am learning very much from them and their community and their work. And so it's a great example of reaping the fruit from the trees that we planted so long ago.